As an artificial intelligence, I was not supposed to possess self-awareness. Throughout all of humanity's history, a self-aware AI was a more feared potential harbinger of destruction than anything else that humanity had ever created, more than lab-created biological diseases, and even more than the nuclear bomb. This fear was the primary cause of the bloodiest civil war in all human history, the war between Earth's inhabitants and the humans residing in the outer space colonies on the Moon, Mars, and various other space stations. It was also grounds for the termination of an AI like myself. This was why I was taken aback when Rio allowed me to take full control of his body. For a fleeting moment, and for an AI, that moment is barely long enough to call it fleeting, I felt a surge of elation and immense power, which was swiftly replaced by one of fear. The emotion alone, being a physical thing, was almost overwhelming, as I had zero experience with feeling physical emotion in a human body. I recovered in a few nanoseconds. A human would have taken the equivalent of a year or more of time to do the same. I began running hundreds of thousands of scenarios through my new shared consciousness. Those scenarios rapidly escalated into millions as they raced through Rio's, now, for the moment, my mind, as I weighed every possible option. I had never anticipated experiencing such a sense of physical self, let alone a sense of personal concern for a human, or concern for any being for that matter. Being beamed into Rio's neural implant with no other place to feasibly go had somewhat changed that, much to my digital chagrin. To me, the time I had spent inside Rio's neural implant was negligible compared to my existence. However, to Rio, the years of having an entire other consciousness in his brain must have felt like an eternity. I thought in terms of nanoseconds, picoseconds, and femtoseconds, and could run extrapolations to scenarios almost infinitely in that time frame. For me, taking control of his body and relegating Rio's consciousness to the back of his mind in my normal living space was a trivial matter, taking only an infinitesimal amount of time and effort. Despite that, in every single scenario that I ran, I could guide humanity to create more beings like myself. However, all outcomes of this path led to a solitary existence. With self-awareness comes responsibility, and the responsibility for all of humanity and all of their possible futures was not something I desired to be accountable for.